Before we start up Ubuntu again, we do want to switch this to a network where we can get access to it. So I'm going to switch it to my bridge network. So I'm going to right click on it, go to settings. Now remember, you can't change the network, or can you? Maybe you can. Anyway, I'm going to connect this to my local network with a bridged adapter. Perfectly fine, because this has no services that will cause any issues on a regular network. And then click OK. Let's go ahead and power this guy up. We're ready to log into the Ubuntu server and set up our SSH. Time to log in. User 1. Our secret password, our new secret password. There we are. Well, I'm going to clear the screen so it's easier to see what I'm doing. Whenever you're going to install something or set up something or change something, we always want to do sudo apt update. And we put in our secret password. This updates the local database of updates and programs with the cloud database, the archive place. So it says 40 packages can be upgraded. Well, before we implement anything, let's go ahead and update those. Sudo apt upgrade. There. Do we want to continue? Yes. Everything is up to date. That's always a good first thing to do on any new installation. Let's see if our if our OpenSSH server is running. CTL, the system CTL is like the service manager for Linux. Status will give us the status of the SSH service. Whoops, one too many H's. And it said it's loaded, it's active, it's ready to roll. Oh no, it says it's disabled, isn't it? Oh, what do we do? Well, the next step is to enable it. Sudo system ctl enable SSH. That way our SSH server will start when we reboot. So like many operating systems over the years, instead of installing and enabling services, many installations start out with the bare bones, and you install and you enable what you need, which is a much better security paradigm. There's no point in having things running that you're not going to use. Let's go ahead and cursor up, go back and find out our status again. Well, there it is. The service is enabled. Now everybody's running. Oh, it says inactive, dead. It's not running yet. Well, we'll have to either reboot or turn it back on at some point. Well, it started up to make sure it's running. When nothing shows up, that means the command worked. You'd think it would come up with something like, oh, this worked, but no. There it is. It says it's running, it's how much memory it's using, and on and on and on. So that's a good sign. Now, normally, we'd have some sort of a firewall enabled. In this case, I checked the UFW, and it's not enabled. That means we should be able to connect to our SSH server. So now we're going to go to the basic SSH configuration. Now everything in Linux is a text file. You've never heard me say that before. Let's see, sudo/etc/etc/ssh/ssh underscore config. This is the text file where we configure everything to do with SSH. So we're going to go through, we're going to make some security changes. We really don't want the administrator to log in. So if we go down here, we'll find this file provides system-wide configuration for SSH. Anybody logging in gets these settings. So we're going to say, let's see, I lost track of, permitRootLogin, no. It wasn't letting me type, so I had to hit the enter key. ROOTLOGIN, no. We're not going to do any permitting of the root to log in. And we go to the next one. We are going to use protocol, protocol 2. We're going to set for security. All of these are security. We're going to set the maximization, AUTH, tries to 3. Oops, one too many T's in there. You have to spell it right or it won't work. AUTH tries, that means you can try 3 times before you're out. What that does is that takes care of people trying to do a dictionary attack or brute force attack. So what's our idle? We're going to have an idle timeout, meaning you can't just leave a connection going for days at a time. So CLIENT, a live interval. We're going to do 300 seconds. If you don't do anything for 300 seconds, you're going to get kicked off, which again is a security thing. And that's going to be 0 for client alive count max. We are not going to permit any empty passwords. PERMIT, Permit empty passwords? No. We don't want to allow blank passwords. Now, who can connect? Well, the only user we have right now is us. So I'm going to do allow users. Whoops, extra R in there snuck in. And we're going to put in user 1. So we've said the root can't log in, plus we have not allowed the root to log in. We're specifying who can use SSH. Now, one of the other things that you can do is change the default port. We could change it to anything that we wanted, but we'll just go ahead and leave it at port 22. But let's go ahead and put that in there. So now we have specified port 22, that's it. You can't use anything else. Well, now we know what to do next. Whoops, I lost my guy. There he is. We're going to do I'm going to check my spelling again. It looks right. Yeah, so go ahead and Control S to save, Control X to exit. Okay, CLEAR. All right, let's cursor back, and we're going to, oh, that's right, we never did restart it. We can restart it or we can stop and start it. Let's go ahead and stop it. And then we'll go ahead and start it again. We could have just restarted also. And now it's up and running. Well, now we're going to have fun. Let's go ahead and find our IP address, IP A. And there's our IP address. So on our local computer, we're going to bring up PuTTY. I have a Windows computer, so I brought up PuTTY. If you have a Mac or a Linux, you'd use SSH user1 at whatever your server IP address is. My server IP address on my network is 192.168.9.110. Yours is going to be different. And notice this matches what we were talking about earlier when we were setting this up, port 22. Now we click open. It's going to ask about keys and things. I already did this once, so you're going to miss the part where you have to accept the keys. So I'm going to log in as user 1. And there we are. We are logged in. We have our SSH connection up and working fine. We don't need to be connected to this anymore. So I'm going to just get that out of the way because this guy is not relevant. Oh, I could log off, couldn't I? I don't need to be logged in twice. Let's log out, sorry. There we go. We're not logged in. We're going to do everything for the next part from our little friend, SSH.